Morning everyone. So it's the last full day of the cruise this morning. We are in Mallorca. I can't believe how quickly it's gone actually. It seems like only yesterday we were getting on day one and thinking, oh, we've got all these places to visit and all these things to do on the ship, and before we know it we're almost at the end of the cruise. So today is our last shore day. We'll be jumping off the ship fairly shortly. I'm thinking of doing an open top bus tour. There is apparently an open top bus tour, a city sightseeing tour, even though it's not really a city, it's an island. I don't know how that works, but we're going to hopefully jump on one of those and see some of the sights around Mallorca. So what are your thoughts, Dave, on kind of what we're going to do today?
Yeah, I don't know why, but we didn't really do much yesterday apart from drink and eat. But I kind of feel like I feel very lethargic today. However, I have gone downstairs and got breakfast, and I've got the obligatory morning cold coffee, which we tend to do on a shore day. Yeah. And I just found out from the gentleman that they are actually included in the drinks package.
Oh, that's good.
I thought they weren't. So that explains why they've not been showing up on our account. However, Luke and I have both been charged 2 odd amounts for our dinners that we've had. So Luke's been charged €198 and I've been charged £78, which is shown up on my credit card. But that amount isn't actually shown up on my account for the cruise, which is very, very odd.
Yeah.
So we'll need to have a conversation about that. But from what we understand, they give you a printout of all of your expenses on the last night for you to go and query it with the customer service people, and they all seem relatively decent when you go and speak to them, so I'm sure it will work itself out. But yeah, back to your original point, I'm looking forward to seeing some of the sites. I think we kind of really didn't know what to do here, and some of the excursions that showed up on the app wasn't really of any interest to us. The only one I would have liked to have done was the cabin with the crystals or the salt mine or whatever it was, can't remember. I will put a screenshot of it here. That was the only thing I thought that might be interesting to do, but we just left it too late to the last minute. So yeah, I think everyone's in agreement with doing the hop on hop off bus, and then we're just going to come back and chill. Interestingly, the view that we've got here from our balcony is on the flight path into an airport just over there. So you can see all the planes landing, which is quite cool. But as you can see, the sun is out. Yeah. It's a tad bit humid this morning. Hopefully that won't be the lasting impression of Mallorca today, but we will see.
We'll see. Yeah, there were some reports that there might be some rain later today. A couple of days ago, but I checked this morning and it doesn't seem to be forecasting any rain now today, so hopefully it will stay that way all day. We'll get to enjoy some more sunshine before we head off one last time.
Really oddly as well on that note, when I checked my Pokemon Go app this morning, it asked me to ask if I was safe for some adverse weather, so I'll I'll show that here now. But it's very odd because it is literally a beautiful day this morning, with exception for the humidity.
Yeah. Anyway, probably got time for us to get ready and meet the other guys as well. We're going to head out about 11 o'clock, so in just over an hour's time. And we'll catch up with you guys soon as to what we're doing on the island of Mallorca.
Right, so we are on the move and heading out the cruise terminal and really looking forward to seeing what there is to do in Mallorca. Amy has decided to stay behind today. She wants to get pampered in the spa, but for the rest of us, we are really looking forward to our adventure.
So we are off the boat. I think we're in a ferry port as well, because this thing here looks like some kind of ferry. And I'm seeing like trucks and stuff going on in the back. So there was an option to get a shuttle bus into the city, which is somewhere over there, just inside the port. But I didn't really feel like paying for that. We didn't feel like paying for that even, I should say. So we decided that we're going to take the walking route, which is about 20-30 minutes around the outside the harbour into the city. And hopefully that will help us get some steps in as well to burn off some of those cocktails that we've been consuming over the last few days. But yeah, here we go, on the way.
Okay, so as we exit the ferry port just now, that ship on the left-hand side there, that ferry, looked quite large. However, just compare that to the size of the Explorer of the Seas. The ship that we've been staying on really is huge.
Okay, slightly scary moment. We're walking down the road towards the bus stop for the open bus stop tour, and we've just heard a clap of thunder from somewhere.
Not sure whether that's coming towards us or whether it's going away from us, but I don't know if you have a look around. The sky is starting to get a bit dark.
Look at the size of that turret.
Oh, hold on a minute, sorry, Stephen's just noticed something.
Massive.
What's this thing here? Hold on.
Yeah, it's a turret.
Let me have a look. What, that? Yeah, that's definitely a big gun, isn't it?
It is. Bang bang.
Right, fingers crossed everyone. Hopefully that was just a little passing random bolt of lightning. I've got an app that shows me thunderstorms and lightnings and weather, so I'm going to have a quick look at it and see if anything nasty is coming our way. Otherwise, hopefully we'll see you on the bus.
But it's got very muggy.
It has got very muggy,
Yeah.
Really humid and really heavy, and it's not hot either, but I feel kind of clammy and horrible, so hopefully the weather's going to hold out for us just for a few more hours so we can do our bus tour. So we have found our way to the bus stop without too many dramas whatsoever, and our bus is now arriving. Thankfully, there is a tarpaulin over the top, so if it does decide to rain, we should be safe. But either way, let's get on board, let's get comfortable, and let's have a look at some of the sights. Okay, so we've just arrived at the Castel de Baiva, which is a 14th century castle which was originally built for King James II of Mallorca. Apparently, it's one of the few circular castles in Europe. Now, we had intended to jump off the bus here and have a look around, but I don't know if you saw that queue of people that were waiting to get on the bus. We really didn't fancy being at the back of that queue in an hour's time, particularly as the weather isn't looking particularly friendly right now. So instead, we've decided to head back down towards the city and have a look around some of the sites there and see what there is to do before we head back to the cruise ship. So as we head back to town though, what do we think of Mallorca so far? Well, we've not been here before. This is our first experience of a Balearic Island, and I thought that it would be a bit of a typical British escape from the sun type place. Lots of bars, restaurants and beaches and that kind of thing. Stephen thought it would be a bit more like Hawaii, which we have had the pleasure of visiting a few years back. But what we found is that this just appears to be a kind of fairly bog standard Spanish town. There are a few interesting buildings to look at, but other than that, not really much to do. Perhaps if we were here for a bit longer, we could explore more of the island. This time round, though, we only have a few hours, so perhaps it's time to jump off the bus and have a look around at what there is to do.
So we've made it to the city centre on the tour. We're going to have a little wander around, see what we can find here. Weather's holding up so far. We've not had any rain. We're definitely hearing some thunder in the distance, so hopefully it's not going to close in on us at any time soon. But yeah, so far tour's been interesting, but now it's time to have a look at some of the bits that you can't get to on the bus, like some of the little narrow lanes and markets and shops and stuff. So
we just did a quick lap of it, of the actual tour itself, and where we started, the roads were like wet. So clearly it's rained there, so we were quite lucky to get on the bus. But as Luke was saying, we've not had any rain yet. But
not yet, anyway.
It's holding out for the time being. But it's packed here today, and I was told by an American on the bus that it's a national holiday. So I did some googling, and apparently it's All Saints Day. Who would have thought?
Okay, there you go. Anyway, we're going to have a look around the shops, and we'll catch up with you soon.
Au revoir. Right, so we are what seems to be the main shopping district, just opposite the cathedral. Really nice here. Loads of people selling the illegitimate stuff on the street side.
On the towels,
Yeah, so, and I just felt some rain as well.
Yeah, that's worrying me a little bit actually. If you look up at the sky at the moment,
dark.
It has gone really dark suddenly, hasn't it?
Yeah, so we're just
I'm
gonna...
wondering if luck's gonna run out soon. Anyway.
We're just gonna have a quick look in some of the shops, because we need to get some trinkets and bits and pieces.
Yeah.
Tony's also said that he wants to sample some of the local water.
We all know what that means, right?
So we are definitely down for that. We probably want to do that sooner rather than later, because the time is now 2 o'clock, so the boat goes for 3.5 hours.
Yeah.
But we also don't want to get caught in the rain going back.
No.
But yeah, so we're going to pop into a couple of shops and see what there is.
So as Stephen has said, it is time to explore the shops, and actually I quite like this little area. Now we've got off the bus, there's some restaurants on the right hand side, there's some shops on the left hand side. Stephen is clearly getting excited because he's just come across one of these places, a tack shop, and I have to say, since we first went to Florida many years ago, we've always loved a tack shop. So we're going to have a little delve inside and see what we can find to buy. And as you can see, Mel has decided to join in the fun, and she's grabbed a basket, so Lord knows what she is going to pick up from this place. But as you can see, fairly typical souvenir shop, lots of things to look at, lots of things to browse. So let's take a look and see what we can find.
So Stevie B, what have you got to show us?
So I thought that we would get a few little bits and pieces for our all at home. So this is what I've got.
We've got...
So this is like a little castle.
Yep.
Which we drove past, and I thought it'd be nice to go in the downstairs toilet on the trinket shelf that we have.
Yep.
Then opted for this magnet of all the places of interest.
Yep.
So originally we used to get shot glasses, but then we realised we had too many shots. But we got a big American fridge, so lots and lots of space to fill up
rapidly.
And then we also got into getting these little plates.
Yep.
Historically we've always got American ones, but we saw a couple on the cruise and we just thought, why don't we just get them whilst we're here? So
it's kind of cute though, right?
Yeah, and you know what, it's pretty inexpensive and it all adds to the memories.
Absolutely.
But unlike Mel, who's actually got a basket and is going around, I'm going to just stick to these.
We're being restrained, right?
Yeah, just going to stick to these 3 bits.
Anyway, retail therapy done. It's now time for us to stop for a little break and have something to eat and drink.
Is it rolling? Are you rolling?
We are on camera. So we have stopped for something to nibble on and some local brew. But what did we do retail therapy wise?
Yes, so I love a souvenir, as you've probably come to learn. And I just can't resist a bit of tact, and obviously some postcards for my scrapbook. So I have bought some postcards. I was going to show you them, but I think they've been wrapped up. Hang on a sec. So I've got one for work, one for me.
Oh, that's cute.
So yeah, we do that thing at work where we send postcards to each other for a little wall mount. And then before we went to that souvenir shop, I did get a little bit of artwork from the local artiste. So I'm going to frame that at some point.
That's lovely.
Cute. And then I bought some souvenirs for my mum. So she likes a tea towel, so I've got her a tea towel with Mallorca on it. I've got a bookmark for my son's girlfriend. She likes reading. And I got him a keychain, and I got my stepdad something as well, but I can't remember what it is. Can't find it either. But yeah, and then I got this nice little bag as well.
It's very in keeping with the Spanish theme, right?
It is, right?
Yeah.
So I'm very happy because I got my tub, and yeah, very pleased.
Use like one of those Google Translate things. So baguettes or toasted triple-decker sandwiches, scrubbing with tomato accompanied by olives.
What?
Scrubbing with tomato. Not sure what that means, but I'm sure whatever it means, it will taste quite nice.
It's probably like where they rub the bread with it.
Oh yeah, scrubbing with garlic. Maybe that could be it.
So we do love it when we go abroad and you get to look at all the local dishes. However, this one has really got us thinking.
What is that?
What is the grilled secret? If anyone knows, please do put a comment and tell us what you think. Ginos have arrived, and look at the head on that.
Yeah, I'll be sending that now.
What's the local? What do we say? Yamas or?
Oh, that's Greek, isn't it? I don't know.
Salute. Salute. Boys will be boys.
Yep.
And Mr. Muir over here for Coffolina.
Thanks for vodka.
That's a nice one.
I can't get through the head. How's your beer?
It's very nice actually.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
It's got a good flavour to it, and it's not too gassy.
So,
sometimes it can be.
so no farting from you today then?
Not for the next hour at least anyway.
So food's arrived, and please don't judge. I know I'm not being Spanish by having a cheeseburger with corn on the cob and fries, but that looked delicious when I looked at the menu. Chris and Tony, on the other hand, have been a little bit more traditional. They've gone for some croquettes of some sort and a bowl of patatas bravas, which they're going to share amongst themselves. And Mel has gone for a triple-decker tuna toasted sandwich, which was served with some olives on the side. Very tasty that looks too. And finally, Stephen has decided to go uber traditional this time round, and he's gone for like a tapas plate based on a meat platter, which really surprised me because Stephen is normally a fish person, not a meat person, but that meat does look quite tasty. Served with that is some patatas bravas, there's a potato dish of some sort, I think, and some meatballs and some prawns, and these prawns are about to become a bit of a drama. Let's check that out.
So this is love,
Very much so.
or a definition of love. Luke is
Shelling your prawns.
shelling, yes, shelling.
Peeling or whatever the word is, I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
Stephen doesn't know how to do it.
No, it's not like,
It's not glamorous in the slightest.
no, like pulling dead animals apart is really not something that's in my skill set or range of qualities that I have. But these are now looking very much edible. However, the fish graveyard doesn't look particularly great.
So, things have developed very quickly, and we're now jumping on a bus back to the cruise port. We'll explain a bit more about why that is later, but for now, let's see what it's like on board.
We're on the bus. Chris and Tony abandoned us. They decided to jump on the nicer bus in front and leave us standing out on the cold, on the pavement, and we've just ended up with this crusty old taro piece of trash. This will not be forgotten, I promise you that.
I don't mind it. Do you know why? Because I'm taller than Luke.
I was being satirical.
satirical look.
Yeah.
So we're on the bus, not the bus we wanted to be on.
No, we didn't get one of the comfy coaches.
Comfy coaches, oh I like that.
Yeah. Instead, we ended up with this old Mercedes tap. But we were on the way back to the cruise terminal. I think we had Carl on our side because we stumbled across the shuttle bus thing, which we didn't know where it was. We didn't get the shuttle bus into town. We managed to stumble across it just by chance. We were trying to find somewhere to get an Uber, and we were able to buy our ticket. This means that we go right straight to the boat rather than the entrance to the cruise terminal, so we haven't got to walk from there. And as Steve might just be able to show you, it has just started raining.
Yes, so rain.
Some car guys are definitely on our side today.
They are.
So, now we are comfortably on board the bus, let me tell you a bit more about what's going on. We really enjoyed our food and had planned to spend a bit more time in town before walking back around the harbour to the cruise port to get back on the boat. However, as we came out of the restaurant and looked out to sea, we saw the sky in the distance had gone really dark suddenly. And furthermore, on the horizon, the line between the sea and the sky was getting really blurry indeed. And whatever that weather was, it was coming straight towards us. So, we were definitely not dressed for a downpour and decided that it was time to either get a taxi back to the boat or get back as quick as we could. Easy, right? Well, after waiting 20 minutes for a taxi at the rank and also having no luck with Uber, we'd almost resigned ourselves to taking a risk and walking back when we accidentally happened to stumble across the bus stop. Happy days, and it looks like it wasn't a minute too soon. Shortly after getting on the bus, the rain started falling. And judging by those that are still trying to walk back to the ship, it's probably not weather that we wanted to be out in. So, it looks like we've had a bit of a lucky escape, and with that, here comes the back of our ship. Have we made it in time, drama-free? Let's find out.
So the heavens have opened. See how wet we get before we get back on the boat. I'm thinking soaking. Oh shit! Ah! Bit wet. Right, so it's pissing it down.
Yeah. We got wet.
And we are in the pre-terminal bit.
Yeah.
So we need to get through onto the boat.
Yeah.
So hopefully there's not going to be a queue.
We'll see in a minute.
Yes, so boat and then bar.
Yes.
Wish us luck. This is very, very convenient. Handing out the umbrellas.
This is going to be very helpful. Thank you so much.
Oh, you've lost the bottom of it. Right, it is proper chucking it down. Oh.
I'm ready. I've got a prize. It's with me as well.
Right, I'll say just go. Oh, my umbrella. That's not helpful. So we are a little bit wet.
Just a bit.
Yeah, I'm literally dripping.
Could have been worse though, boys, right?
Could have been worse.
Yes. Just like that. We could have actually got hit by lightning because there was thunder as soon as we got on the boat.
But we're here now,
We're here.
so going to get a drink.
Sounds
But
sensible.
I'm kind of just need to decide if I go and change first because I'm literally soaked from the bottom down. Yeah,
Up to you. Either way, we're going to head to bar very shortly.
yeah, drinky.
So we're back on the boat and the heavens have opened. We made it just in time. Literally just in time. Definitely playing the fight. If we'd waited for that Uber, we'd have been standing on the street side in this. I don't know if you can hear it on camera how loud it is, but it is loud. And if you look down there, we have got pier runners
all the wrong reasons. I'm just going to zoom in a little bit. Now, these guys are being quite timid. Oh, oh, it's hot. Right, this is definitely a full-on thunderstorm now. Sorry guys, I didn't get that one on camera, but that was literally a bolt of lightning just in that sea there. Hang on a minute, what happens if lightning hits the ship? I haven't thought about that. Maybe I should stand away from the edge a little bit. This weather is insane. It's just getting heavier and heavier. Man, it's like so mad, right? You can't even see the end of the breakwater we could see this morning. It's completely shrouded in rain. And that sound is incredible. Oh. Wow.
Safety first.
I agree.
I'm spilling them drinks.
Oh, my baby first.
Thank you very much. Oh, I love this service. I'm going to miss this.
For the favourite over there in the corner.
You can get Kyle trained up.
I'm gonna go
Yeah,
here.
he's not going to call me baby, is he? Like this one.
I'm gonna go here. Here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go here first.
Right, so Stephen is about to try. Stephen is about to try
What am I having?
Vodka martini.
a vodka martini for the first time.
Shaken, not stirred.
I think it's going to be a stirred one. Amy.
Oh.
I think that says
No, that's a no from me.
a no from you, yeah?
Oh my god, give me the champagne.
Need something to wash it down with, right?
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
The only thing we've taken out.
So, what does everyone else think?
Is if we
Do you like it, Amy?
No.
I like
But
it.
then Tony's an
Right, Mel?
alcoholic, so he can't taste it.
And if we play a game, we play to win. That's the only thing.
Not my
Is that not your taste either, Mel?
Not to my taste.
No.
Too bitter.
I think Liz needs to try some.
Okay, go. All right, hold on.
Tastes like what I think Kate's drinking.
To be
Yeah.
fair though, on every cocktail, Tony said he can't taste any alcohol. You can definitely taste it.
I think it's COVID. I think my taste buds are shot.
No.
Drinking gin neat.
No.
No? You don't like that?
No, it's just to me it just tastes like pure vodka. That's what I can taste.
I can't taste it.
You can't taste it. You really can't taste it.
Does it not burn?
No, yeah.
No, it's not Palenka or Unicum.
I think the COVID has...
The COVID's taking your alcohol buds.
Yeah.
So I can understand like if it was maybe a gin one, because gin has a bit more flavour, right? So maybe that might be a bit more palatable. I was just wondering
She's
why
not
Chris
here
is
for the long time. She's
leaking.
here for the good times.
Wondering why Chris is leaking so much. Because his little serviette is absolutely sodden, and we've just discovered this could be the culprit. Right there.
But
We are several drinks in.
Not several.
Several drinks in.
A few. So bear in mind that Mel said she was going to drink anything at all, right?
Yeah, so bearing in mind Mel was going to drink anything, she is the favourite tonight. I am very impressed with Tony. He has gone for champagne, beer, pure straight martini, and now this special
Surprise cocktail.
the surprise.
Have you tried it yet?
yeah.
No, not yet, no.
Have a little sip.
No.
The camera, go on.
Yeah.
This is a genuine expression.
Expression or experience? Oh,
An expression. We don't know what it's going to taste.
yay or nay? Or hello?
It's got tequila in.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, it's okay.
Amy is here.
You had rocks on you earlier, didn't you?
No, no rocks.
Oh, just knees and hands and...
Knees and hands, yes.
Amy has been interesting. She's spoiled the virgins.
I did.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I am unvirginized my virgin cocktail.
Luke and I did some baby Guinnesses.
Yeah, long gone.
Yep. Christopher is still full. In every way. Yes. So we have 8 minutes until we need to go back to our cabins and get ourselves ready for
They're
dinner.
not locking us away, that's when we just decided to go back.
Yeah. But we have found the perfect place in the bar.
Yeah.
I think this is the best bar on the ship.
This is the best bar.
I like the most, isn't it?
It also
A
helps.
little bit of music though, background music, that would be perfect.
The worst bar.
Oh, do you know what would be helpful as well? Bar snacks.
Yeah, it's little pretzels.
Yeah, like little nibbleinas that you
I'm
can
just going to
have.
move that in a little bit so you can see it falling off the edge.
Okay, right, let's put some music on, people.
Oh, we're starting to wobble.
And not that you can see outside, but the boat is now moving.
Flow rider.
Yeah. It's on your phone as well.
Is it?
But we are going to go and get ourselves
Okay,
ready.
don't worry then, it's on my
And
phone.
then, no, we're going to finish our drinks.
I did film it.
And then we're going to head back to our room to make ourselves pretty for dinner. Because we're going to go and see Carol.
We are going to see Carol, yes.
Yeah, at Chops.
Well, that's it, folks. We're saying bye-bye to Palma de Mallorca and the island of Mallorca. It looks really light. It's not as light as it actually is on the footage, but I think it's because there's still some rain in the air, still some clouds, the odd flash of lightning here and there as well, as that storm that passed over earlier kind of moves away. So the captain has said it might be a bit windy tonight, particularly on the starboard side, which is what we are on. So he's told us not to put any personal effects outside overnight because they probably won't be there in the morning. But anyway, for us, that's a goodbye to our first ever visit to Balearic Island. And next stop, tomorrow morning, is Barcelona. And sadly, it's time for us to get off this ship. So it's getting very, very close to the time now where we need to say goodbye to our little Towel family. We're going to miss you guys, lots and lots. And I'm sorry you went blind in the end. I'm not quite sure why you had to go blind. Maybe because someone else did your eyes, I don't know. But we're going to miss you guys. Thank you for being our little pet family for the last few days.
But we're ready to see our Bella Monster.
We'll definitely see our Bella Monster. And we hope that your next roommates are as loving and as caring and as nurturing as we have been to you. But you guys do look really cute, I have to say. Okay, so now that we're on the way towards Barcelona, it's time to get ready for dinner. And tonight is definitely the one that we've all been waiting for. What you probably don't know is that on the first day on this cruise, we bumped into a server called Carol. And the first thing that Carol said to us when she saw the subtle hints to a certain fruit on our outfits was that she knew that we were going to be a fun group. Okay, she then went on to sell us a meal upgrade, and we're not totally oblivious to friendly sales techniques, but every time we saw her on the ship, she would stop and talk to us for a while and have a little bit of banter. The saying is that people buy people, and if Royal Caribbean need an ambassador, Carol is definitely that person. Upgrade sale aside, she was insistent that she was our server on the second part of our meal upgrade, which we deliberately have booked for tonight at the Chops restaurant. Speaking of which, it's time to check it out. So, Chops is one of the higher end restaurants on Explorer of the Seas. It's located on deck 11 towards the aft of the ship, and it offers some pretty stunning views if you are by the window. Not that we can see much tonight, as it's now very dark outside. This restaurant is not included in the all-inclusive dining, so you'd either need to purchase an upgrade package like we did, or just pay for your meal on dining. Now, Chops is a fairly typical steakhouse style restaurant, and steak is by far one of my favourite things. So let's stop for a second and have a look at the menu and see what's on offer for dinner tonight. So as part of our meal package, we can choose one appetiser each, and there's quite a few things to choose from there. We can also, in addition to that, have a soup or a salad, one of the two. There are plenty of choices there for steaks, if you want to have a steak. If you want lamb, you can do that too. Or, if meat is not your thing, you can have some seafood. And then sides-wise, Well, we're not quite sure. Carol just said that she would look after us. So let's have a look at what our food came out like.
So that's it, folks. Last supper done. We are all well fed and watered, and very, very well looked after by Carol. We've given her a little tip, even though tips were included in our package. We felt that she earned it and exceeded our expectations, and was so much fun. We'll put a little picture of her somewhere in the outro, because she was the best person on this cruise ever.
She started our cruise and we're
She did, yeah, she did. So, like, tomorrow morning's going to be a little bit chaotic because we're all leaving at different times, because we all have different flights home. Me and Stephen are going to stay in Barcelona for a couple of extra days. Amy, Mel, Chris and Tony are all heading back to the UK. But before we all kind of get to that point tomorrow morning, because we don't see everyone for breakfast, what does everyone want to say about their cruise experience?
Absolutely loved it.
Loved it?
Yeah.
For being a cruise virgin,
Yeah.
absolutely brilliant. Can't fault it, and yeah, definitely do it again.
Yeah.
Definitely for Caribbean as well.
Yeah, they've been great. They have been great, haven't they?
It's like an experience like no other.
Yeah.
Great.
So what would everyone say was their best moment?
I'll start.
Go on, Stephen.
My best moment was spending it all with you guys.
Oh, my camera just
My
shook.
best moment was Melina doing karaoke and stroking Santa's beard.
Yes, that was fun. That was fun.
My favourite moment was, Amy saying they should get her vagina out.
Oh yes. Yeah, that was fun.
to the waiter. Yeah.
Yeah.
Leave that
Cool.
one out.
Give another one just in case.
That was my favourite one.
Do you know what? My favourite memory is just that seeing everyone enjoy the cruise. Everyone was happy, and it was, everyone had some great memories. We've laughed and laughed. I think we've laughed so much. We've had tears coming out of our eyes. Just being with everyone here, like Steve said, it's just beautiful. It's just been a great cruise.
I have to admit, I think we're very fortunate to have become friends and still remain friends. And it just goes to prove that actually, there is something there between us all. Very, very fortunate.
Yeah, I think so. I think, I have, as someone who's never cruised before, this was
Never cruised before.
This was a new experience. This was a new experience for me. Have to say, actually, I really enjoyed it. I always thought that cruising was for the more mature people in the world, and not for kind of people like us. But actually, it has been a great fun experience, and I'm glad that we tried it out.
And I think what Amy said was quite interesting. She said it's literally like an all-inclusive, just a new place every day, and it really is that.
Yeah.
And you can't fault the service. I mean, we could spend all day telling you about the pluses of cruising, but service, food, accommodation, beds.
And the best bit is just, what do you want to drink? Here's my card.
Yeah.
Oh, one tip though, Starbucks is included.
Oh yes.
We didn't work that one out.
Right. Anyway, I just want to say thank you to these people for allowing us to spend a week and a bit in their presence, because it has been epic. We should have a couple of days, as I said, left in Barcelona, but that's it kind of pretty much for the cruise. Tomorrow's disembarkation day, or
Disembarkation,
yeah. And we're all going separate ways, and I feel kind of sad in a way, but actually happy that we've had so many good times in the last few days. So anyway, right, enough for now. We're going to sign out. We might have a few more drinks before going to bed. Maybe we'll see how it goes. Some of us are early tomorrow, but yeah, it's been an epic adventure.
Bye bye. And just like that,
It's just the two of us now.
just the two of us.
Just the two of us.